All right, guys. I think we know. I think we know that the outcome of the game is completely irrelevant. Bruins lose 4-3 in overtime to the Arizona Coyotes. By the way, I think we know at this point that the outcome of the game is completely irrelevant because the main thing that we're the main thing that we're going to be talking about today: Ullmark's injury and Poitras' injury. Immediately after. And both of these happening after Carlo's injury. So great, we have one of our best defensive players out. We have one of our one of our most promising rookies out, and we have our best, and we have one of our two goalies out, which means we're probably going to get a call up for we're probably going to get a Brandon Bussi call up within the next few days. Which I am kind of excited about that, but at the same time, God frickin' damn it. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. The game last night was very, very chippy. Very chippy. Did not expect it to be that way, but Liam O'Brien, you sort of forced everybody's hand, and honestly, thank you. Let's just quickly run it down. Thank you, Pasta, for putting in for putting in the effort this time, and showing and giving us something to laugh at with yesterday's is nonsense. And Liam O'Brien is a dirty little rat. Although considering that we also ice. It's Brad Marchand. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that. Man, this game is a lot closer than it needed to be, and on top of that, how the hell did we lose? No, I'm genuinely asking because because tonight was another night where I was completely exhausted, and I was in a very, very very comfortable chair last night, and I fell asleep with about 3 minutes left in the game, which means I missed Ullmark's injury. Let's get into the injuries. In overtime, which again, us losing last night means that we got another pity point. I don't want to accept this. I don't want your pity point. But in overtime, Matias Maccelli, who had already had a goal this game, tries to put the game away, and Ullmark deflects it. But the way that he does, it is evident that he hurt something in his legs, because he makes the save and then he is just sprawled out on the ground and has to be helped off. And leave Swayman to take the rest of the way there. Honestly, I was talking with my mom about that. Yes, my mom was a doctor. I was talking with my mom about this, and she had said that an injury like this, it looks like it could possibly be something with the MCL. And if that's true, that is awful. That is terrible. Well, to hear. Because anything with the MCL, your MCL is if I'm not mistaken, right behind your ACL. So it's a knee injury. But like with the ACL, anything with your MCL will put you out a few months. And potentially for the entire year. So we might have just seen the end of Linus Ullmark's 2023-2024 season. And I don't want to doomsay about this, because I don't want to doomsay about this, but yeah, we could have possibly just seen in Linus Ullmark's last game of the season, and not last game in a Bruins jersey, last game of the season. Although, I don't want to say this, but depending on how good, but we're probably gonna be calling up Boosie, and depending on how well he plays, we might be looking to move Ullmark in the offseason. God, it hurts to say that. It really, really hurts to say that. And the only thing that I really hope is that Swayman and Ullmark keep in really good touch. Because they deserve each other. But for real, we're probably going to see Boosie get called up. I can't imagine Ullmark is out for a period of time in which that would only be like 12 games or something like that. I could potentially see Swayman starting like 6 games in a row. I can't see him starting 12. Well, I don't know. I've never played hockey. I don't know how. I don't entirely know how much conditioning a goalie needs for this, but ultimately, this will probably be our best look at what Brandon Boosie could do at the NHL level, and whether he sinks or swims, I'll have his back. I want this team to succeed, and this team succeeding starts at the it's in the back of it. It starts between the pipes, and then it moves up to the defense where Matt Grzelcyk just turns into Mike Riley. I swear to God, dude. Someone said it on Twitter. I forget who it was, but Grzelcyk getting benched for Orlov in the playoffs last year really turned him into Mike Riley. And yeah, that tripping call that led to the tying goal for Arizona. It didn't need to happen. You did not need to trip him. And man, I'm really getting frustrated with Grzelcyk. I'm really getting frustrated with him. At this point, I don't know. Call up Ryan Mast or Jackson Edward or something like that. Bring Forbort back. For the love of God, bring Forbort back. It would have been. I would almost rather him than Grzelcyk right now. Well, although at this point, I would rather have at this point, I guess I'd rather have someone who knows marginally what they're doing at the NHL level. Well, considering that our injuries are mounting. Speaking of which, let's talk about the Poitras injury. Really early on in the third period, while going for a hit on Sean Durzi, Matt Poitras ends up getting the brunt of that collision, which is a little bit frustrating because you kind of want the guy you're intending to hit to take the brunt of it, not the one delivering it to take the brunt of it, and Poitras falls to the ice and is slow to get up and is slow to get to the bench, and he does not see ice the rest of the game, which means yes, we're probably down on Poitras, and it's really the only thing that we're hoping for right now is calling Merkulov back up. Either calling Merkulov back up or doing some sort of weird thing with the roster to get Lauko back in, which is a little bit frustrating because Boqvist, Beecher, Steen was still a really good line tonight. Last night, Boqvist in particular having his first goal of the season, But really, this is kind of scary. We've lost Carlo. Oh, we lost Carlo, Ullmark, and Poitras within the last 2 games. Within the last 48 hours, we've lost 3 key contributors to this team. And who do we play on Thursday? Well, let's actually see. We play Vegas on Thursday. Great, just great. I love seeing. I love it when we go up against the most recent Stanley Cup winner. This is not going to be great. This is not going to be a good. This is not going to be great. But thank you all so much for watching. Click like, click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Please help me out with the algorithm, especially because the game review of for the Tampa game a few days ago. The one that I called "What's the Point?" And somehow that ended up blowing up. 111 views within the first like 3 days. That is now my most watched game reaction video of all time. I really want to keep it rolling on that one. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys on Thursday. Take care.